Hey there. I wonder how's it going with getting your message out to the world? You know, that deep, passionate desire you have for sharing your message or your coaching methodology with the world. Are you able to really communicate what makes you special and unique? And how are you doing with expressing the value that you bring to people? Well, I would like to help you out with that. And if you're wondering who I am, if you haven't met me already, I am Dr. Andrea Pennington, the Managing Director for Make Your Mark Global. And I am on a mission to raise the platform, the profile, and the prestige of coaches, mentors, healers, and transformational teachers. I work with people like you who have a message or who have a product or a book in them, but they just need to get it out to the masses. My specialty is conscious communication and leveraging the media to bring you and your message to the global audience. And wouldn't it be great if you could reach millions of people instead of just a few or 1,000 like you might already be doing? The key to getting that global exposure is building your authentic personal brand platform. A platform is the base from which you can really step up and step out and share your message with millions of people around the world. And let's face it, there are millions of people waiting for the brilliance inside of you. So I'd like to invite you to join me on a 10-day boot camp. The Authentic Personal Branding Bootcamp is all about authenticity. So we're not talking about creating a copycat brand, and we're not talking about puffing up your ego or trying to make you look better than you are. Personal branding is about sharing your truth, your heart, your passion, your personality, so that people can connect with you. Because I bet you've probably already had experience one-on-one or in small groups where people can feel you. They instantly get a sense that you're there to help them. So how do you extend that around the world? How do you give people that sense that you are the right coach or healer for them? How do you communicate that you're literally in this to see them get better, not just to make a quick buck? All of that is built into the Prestige Personal Branding System. And for this 10-day boot camp, you're going to have my help and my guidance and my support to do just that. We start off by building your brand ID. Your brand identity is the essence of you. This comes out in your position statements. These are literally the written or spoken statements that explain your mission, your passion, your methodology, your underlying philosophy. If you can clearly communicate that in a way that actually lands in the hearts of the listener and gives them a sense of who you really are, like your essence, your energy, then they're more likely to have an affinity for you and your personality. They will believe in your credibility. But it all starts with authenticity, not being a mimic or a copycat of anyone else. So that's what we'll do in this 10-day boot camp. We'll also look at creating your style book. Have you ever tried to hire someone to create brochures, flyers, business cards, or your website, only to find that they tried to shove you into some sort of a template that didn't represent your energy, your vibe, your essence? We want you to be able to communicate who you are, what makes you unique, so that your designer can see you and truly understand you, and then they can create the materials that most reflect you. Now, fortunately, you can hire people like me who can help do all of this process. Sometimes, you might be a DIY kind of person, and that's fabulous. That's why I've created this program to be accessible for you. So, where do you begin? Well, join me for this 10-day personal branding boot camp so we can take you through the MVPs cubed system, where we literally draw out what makes you unique and valuable and special, because you are. We'll use my RSVP method to come up with your value proposition an easy peasy way to communicate what value you bring to people in a non-salesy, non-slimy way. We'll help you with your style book so that you have the colors, the fonts, and the imagery that really represent you. And I'll help you create your brand dictionary. This is where you capture your philosophy and key message statements that need to be repeated and sprinkled into all of your branded materials, so that no matter where your potential future customer comes in, or a media booker, or someone who's scheduling speakers for the next big event, they need to get a feeling and a sense for who you are across all of your platforms. That includes your website, your social media, a brick and mortar location if you have one. And that's what this branding bootcamp is going to do for you in a short period of time. I know people tell me, Andrea, I want to get on TV, but oh, don't go look at my website yet, I'm working on it. Only to have them come back and show me something that doesn't even represent the brilliance of them, let alone capture a potential audience's attention. And maybe you already have that, but now you need to attract people to join a mailing list or subscribe for your newsletter so that you can continue your interaction with them. We're going to help you with that too, because in the Personal Branding Bootcamp, you will clearly identify your ideal client and build an avatar profile. So an avatar, if you've seen the wonderful movie by James Cameron, is really this embodiment of the type of person that you are most likely to help, like genuinely help. Building out this customer avatar helps you learn how to communicate in a way that creates resonance, that creates a connection with them. And again, personal branding is about creating lasting bonds between you and a potential client. And you can strengthen those bonds over time as you interact with them more. So if you've seen me on stage or on videos or on one of my Facebook rants, you know that I'm all about relationships. I'm all about connecting from the heart and the soul. And when I connect with you, I can see your brilliance. I can see what's unique about you. But so many times I work with people who aren't able to then communicate that brilliance with other people. So for example, I had somebody who really believed that she had a TV idea that would just smash it out of the park. And when she communicated it to me, I got it. I could see it. It was awesome. So she asked me to introduce her to the producers at the Oprah Winfrey Network. Now, because of my relationship with Discovery Health Network, where I was the medical director and spokesperson, which has since turned into the Oprah Winfrey Network, or OWN, I had an in. So we flew to California and we sat down, and guess what happened? She froze. She started kind of stammering and babbling. I think she was kind of starstruck. And she wasn't able to communicate, one, the show idea, and two, what she was bringing to the table as a mentor and a coach. We often get into situations when we're in front of an ideal client or someone who might be able to help us in our career, whether that's an investor or a media booker. And we choke. You know, we get flustered. When you've done the deep personal branding work that involves rehearsing it, writing it, and fully embodying the best of you, it'll be easy peasy lemon squeezy, all right? And the good news is that once you've done all of this personal branding work, you have now set the stage for stepping up your game in every other area of your business, whether that's coaching people one-to-one, selling from stage, getting on TV, or creating your own signature program. It all starts with having a strong platform or a position, which begins with your authentic personal brand. I would love to coach and mentor and be your cheerleader during this 10-day boot camp. So click the button here and join us so you can finally articulate what makes you special and how you have the power to transform lives. I look forward to seeing you during this 10-day bootcamp because we have 3 live Q&A sessions. You'll have access to all the videos for life, so you can do this process over and over again every time you have a product launch or every time you have a book to launch. You can create this personal brand image around everything. But during this special bootcamp, you have me right there to give you laser coaching on the hot seat for feedback and for Q&As. So if you are ready to build your authentic personal brand with confidence and peace of mind based on the authentic, real you, your strengths, your values, your passions, and your talents, then join me for the Authentic Personal Branding Bootcamp.